Sharing privileges. Great. So here we go.
One moment, because we're... One second.
Right there.
Hannah, can you start sharing one more time?
Or
To explain something.
okay. So
When you start sharing, you have in Zoom at the bottom, you have this share sound, and then you have optimize screen sharing for video.
okay.
Uncheck that one.
Oh, the one for optimizing video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise we see the little black squares of your Zoom interface.
Now you...
And if you uncheck it, they're gone.
Thank you. Thank you. So it's gone because it's given me such a hard time. Okay.
Here we go. Totally gone. No black areas, nothing.
It's always great to be with you, Heike. I always learn new tips and tricks.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Hello, ladies and no gentlemen. How are we all doing this morning? This afternoon, as a matter of fact. So
recording in progress.
Shall I start again? Okay, ladies and no gentlemen. Hope we're all doing well today. Here today, I would like to share very quickly in this lightning talk an app that I've come across, and I found it most handy. It is about, spotting fake news, and nowadays you'll see why it could come in handy. So if I share with you here these two photos, can you have a guess, or can you make a guess which is real and which could be doctored or faked or sort of played with in any way? Any ideas? There is the one on the left, there is the one on the right. Do we have any idea? Okay, it's fine for now because we're going to do that fact check in a few. Now, this is the app that I've come across that is quite highly rated. It's called Oikted Fake News Filter that is available on Google Play and App Store. Now, here is how we work with this app. It's based on a rating here, and that rating is based on a reliability index. Now, it actually rates the news automatically, so you'll find real news marked in green, where here the articles have been fact-checked, and they are fact-checked against several sources, so you can refer to those easily. When you have the yellow articles, this means like most of the information is factual. However, there could be portions that you can find unreliable, and I would not recommend that you go for those. Lastly, there are the fake news marked in red, and as you can see, these are articles containing large portions of inaccurate information, and we definitely need to exclude those. They could be like fake photos, fake news or information, or a mix of both. And that is exactly what we're looking for. So that's a good start. And there are certain rules that we could use or guidelines that we could abide by to fact check. So here is one of those rules or one of those checklists that could help us fact check if we would like to use our own sense of fact checking. Here, you start with a headline, and again, you can easily compare that to that app I previously referred to. Check the headlines if there is excessive punctuation marks, things about secrets to be revealed. There is image search on Google. They call it reverse image search, and we're going to look at that in a few. And the idea of researching the publisher, the domain, how you've come across that article or photo. Are there any links, other links to other articles that you can go for and compare? Up-to-date information, broken links, emotional language rather than factual kind of language. So all this could help guide us. And if we're working with our students, we can train them on that as well. Now, here is what I love, really, how to do what we call a reverse image search. And this is done on Google. I had no idea it was possible. The whole thing is you go to images.google.com, and in the search box on the right, you can do search by text, which we all do, or there is a camera where you can upload a photo or even voice, okay? So these are three ways, but what actually matters to us most is that search. This is the first image that we had at the very beginning. And as you can see, I go and upload it. And once it's uploaded here, I just get it from my hard drive. So, and mark it. Now it's uploading, and it gives me search findings. It tells me this is Charles and Greta Thunberg, and it gives me a list of the websites, or wherever it appeared, the pages where it appeared, and you can easily see that this is real information with dates that are recent. Not only this, you will find the either .com, bbc.com, CNN.com, any legitimate, reliable news outlets. So this is fact checked. You can use this photo without doubting it. Let's look at other altered or doctored photos and how we can find out whether about them, whether or not they are authentic. Now here is another one, and this is the following one I would like to share with you. Okay, so here is the second picture that was on the slide, the first slide. I uploaded, and as you can see here, we're going to again upload it through our
more interactive, more immersive games like trivia, or like the one at the bottom right, where you can click and you get words in order to produce a sentence or to initiate conversation. So what do you actually teach in OpenSim? You get to think out of the box completely, both the teacher and the student themselves. You can have flipped lessons, you can have blended, synchronous, asynchronous, face-to-face, hybrid, for all age groups and all learning purposes, for exam-orientated classes. You can have ubiquitous homeschooling on an island, on a virtual island. And this is what you can carry out. As we said earlier, you can own or share land. It's game-based. You can get your students to create their machinima logs, everyday videos about their avatars' lives. It's a very good medium for transmediality, storytelling, fan fiction, restoring, whichever perspective you want to look at it. And you provide your learners opportunities for differentiated learning, experiential learning, and situated learning. Here's another image of what you can do on a virtual island. This is just a view of what the village the Happy Prince used to live in Oscar Wilde's short story, The Happy Prince. You probably know the story. And so we've placed the statue in a central location where students go and have their lessons. And this is based on photographs local students took in Thermopylae, you may have heard. And so we recreated this location, historic location. Well, let's actually go for it. I'm going to share my screen. Actually, I'm also going to share my sound. Let's see what it sounds like for you. And here you can see the entrance, the landing point on ELT Treasure Island. We're going to just have an overview. We also did so yesterday briefly. And this is ELT Treasure Island, where students come either for live classes or asynchronous learning, or just for fun in their free time. They get inspired, as we said earlier, to build, to own their own buildings, to suggest what their ideal building looks like. This building is owned by a teenage student, and he has decided that his preferences are mainly around ecology. So he's got a nice roof garden, and he knows quite a lot about animal life and plants. And also he says that his second interest in life is art. So he paints and he uploads images, and just by clicking at the image, you can get information about what he has actually painted. I'll actually show you how you can do this. It's very easy. Okay. This is just one aspect, really. You can come to the sandbox and build, which is a safer spot, making sure you don't delete anything. Okay, this round greenish object is called a teleporter. Just by clicking at it, oh, my avatar, Heike. Well, today she's dressed as Autumn. There she is. And she's a bit shy. Okay, if I click on this object, the teleporter.
Can I also just mention that she can actually talk?
Yes.
As in, you know, there's voice over IP and there's lip movements when
that's right.
speaking.
Yeah. Here you can see she's moving her lips. So I just wonder if I should keep my microphone on in Kitely, but I don't think it really matters. Okay, so I've clicked the teleporter and you can see the destinations. I'm going to take you up to the sky, where I have created a box that I call Skywalk. And here we are, she has arrived. Here we're going to see step by step how you can build. And what I'm planning to do first is building, shaping, and then texturing. Excuse me, can I close this window here? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, on this platform, it's quite high. Don't know if you feel sick over here, but you're safe. You never get killed, you never get injured in worlds like this. You live forever. No accidents happen. Oh, her dress, Heike. It's actually autumn leaves. Excuse me. I'm sorry, my mouse is a bit tricky today. There it is. Well, all around these boards, you can see the steps of simply building and shaping and texturing and naming your object. Take, for example, this board game on the floor. This is just made by actually through a Prim, a box that I stretch. How this can be done simply, let me start showing you. I will go to build on the top of the Firestorm interface, select build. I will choose a cube and I will drop it on the ground down here. So this is the basic Prim you can get as in Second Life, which is a rather advanced virtual world. So then I just drag and drop the object from the cubes on the sides of the box, what used to be a box, and I can make it taller or thinner just by dragging, left clicking and dragging the object. Now this looks like a wooden square still, and you can give it any size you want. This is one way of sizing it, resizing it. The other way is by going to the card that has popped up, which you can see here on the left, and by selecting moving up or moving down to resize the object. Okay, if I just make it 6 by 6, this is not a 0. Okay. Then this should be fine. The next thing to do is to change the texture because I want it to look like the one on the back, like the board game, Beware of the Dragon. So I can click texture, choose to blanket, and then I'm going to find the texture I'm interested in my inventory. I've called it Beware the Dragon, and I will just click on it. Here, you can see the identical board game, but it's a little bit the other way around. So I'm going to rotate it by pulling with my mouse and turning it around. And this is it, basically. That's a very easy approach to making a board game. And similarly, you can make your games pieces out of different shapes. You can imagine what shapes these are made of. Well, it's not difficult to guess. There's a cylinder and a hemisphere. A semi-hemisphere, actually. You can see. Okay, so you just go to build, select build, choose a cylinder and drop it by clicking on the ground. Go under texture, select the box texture, make it blank, and just give it any texture you want. I've got different ones in the library. These are available in the OpenSim library on Kitely for free. They go with the account that you create. Anything, just select whichever feature, whichever texture you like. Okay, I'll make it look like steel. And then for the top, I'm going to choose a hemisphere, as we said, click it and drop it just above the cylinder. You can move it to the left, to the right. You can just by selecting the arrows, left, right, up and down, and then you want to change the size of this little cup. Let's try making it 1.5. Oh, that's quite big, by 1.5. So better stretch it in from the sides. And well, I don't know if I can achieve the ideal look for it. Oh, it's a bit higher than the cylinder. Okay, if I move it down now, oh, not in the right place yet. Well, it's a bit of a concentration game. It's good for your concentration span also, you know. Okay, we seem to have something more appropriate if this is the way you want your game piece to look like. Again, I'll go under texture and I would blank it. And this time I'm going to give the top a different color. So as you've seen, I click the frame color and I will choose a kind of pink. I will okay it and make it full bright. Now, I would like to link the cup with the cylinder. So what I do is choose the cylinder, the hemisphere, click Shift, and at the same time, click the cylinder below and choose Link from the tab. And you've got a whole linked object. Give it a name. We always give our objects a name. Game piece is the name I will give it. And you can right click and more, take a copy of it, which will appear in the inventory, in the recent items under objects. It's the game piece. If you want to take another game piece out, if you have more students than one, then you simply drag and drop it onto the floor. And here it is. The next step I would like to focus on is how you can upload and add audio on Prims. Well, let's see. First of all, let's make sure that my sound is on. So I'm going to the top right hand where you can see this little speaker. Can you see it? There are some buttons here. You can put the sounds up. Well, my voice should be activated. It's quite loud already. And make sure your master sound is high. If I click on these objects, there are different functions happening. If you want to have your students practice anything before they write an essay, for example, the purpose of this game or board, clever board, it was how to write an essay expressing your opinion on the use of virtual worlds in education. Here is the statement: using virtual worlds promotes learner development. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the statement? How I created the board game I got from my file. Yasmin? The board game on the floor?
Yes.
How I created it? You mean where I found the texture? Oh, you can make it on PowerPoint.
Oh, okay.
Save
Okay.
it. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. And thanks for pointing it out. Yes, that's important. I should say that actually. Yeah, I created it on PowerPoint. I saved it as an image. And I uploaded. I'll tell you how we upload images. Yes, thanks a lot.
Okay.
That's important detail you need to know. On OpenSim Kitely, first of all, very good news for teachers is that you can upload assets free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. You can upload textures, as we said, audio, or 3D objects. In OpenSim, you can upload JPG and PNG image files up to 1048 by 1048 pixels. To do so, go on your Firestorm Viewer and choose Build. Upload. If you want to upload a single image, you choose Image. Otherwise, bulk is ideal. I will choose Image. And I'll go to, okay, here to my downloads, for example, and select the image I want to upload. Okay, this is the one I'm choosing. I will choose upload for 0 Kitely coins, nothing. And here's the texture I've uploaded. My presentation cover. Okay, so if I want to insert it on a Prim, you know how we do it. We go to build, select build, choose the cube, and drop it on the ground. Stretch it or resize it, whichever method you want. Okay, this is easier. I always find it easier. Make it as big as you want. And let's move it up. And now we're going to texture it. Select texture and then texture. Make it blank first. Okay, here you can see it more clearly. Oh, that makes me feel sick sometimes. And find the texture you've just uploaded. I think, what was it called? Helena OpenSim. Here it is.
Game piece, no?
Pardon?
You saved an object for a game piece as well.
I'm not sure. Got your point. Heike, could you repeat?
Oh, I got it wrong, sorry.
Okay, so here we've got the board for the presentation, which I name, and I can either right click and take and keep it in my inventory, or I can take a copy of it or delete it. I don't want to delete it. I'll simply take a copy of it. Oh, there we are. Okay. Thanks, Yasmin. Now I'm ready to go on to the next part, which is uploading and adding audio. And here on this board, you can see I've included an image. If you select the face, actually, yes, if you select the face and go under texture, you can see what image I uploaded after creating it on PowerPoint. By clicking at those red, pink, green, blue, whatever shapes, sound is produced. Ideally. It raises learner awareness of their own educational needs. And these are some points that the students can use to brainstorm and to expand. It provides a purpose for learning. Okay, the green cylinder, actually pyramid, whatever it is. It encourages participation and creativity. Okay, so every single object contains, let's right click and see what it contains. If you go to the content, there are two files. It says VR6, which is the actual sound I have recorded on Audacity. I use Audacity myself. It provides a purpose for learning. And a script, a simple script that is free, available online or on different malls, in Kitely or OpenSim. So let's say, for example, you want to make a shape. I will choose build and build again. And this time, I think I'll go for a sphere. I'll click it on the ground, make it a little bigger so that it's visible and people don't get confused. Here it is. Okay, so here's our object. If you go to the content, you will see it's empty at the moment. But in the inventory, I can find the sound. Let's say this is the sound I want the sphere to have. I simply drag and drop it from the inventory into the content tab of the object. And the next thing to find and drop in there is the, what did we call it? Remember? Touch sound on and off. Okay. On and off. Let's use this touch sound on and off. I left click it and drag and drop it in the content of the sphere. Every shape around this board contains the script and audio, an audio file from your computer. And how big should they be? Kitely can upload up to 60 seconds a minute sound files, an MP3, MP4, M4A, Windows Media, WMA. And this is how we do it. Again, go to Build, Upload, and select Sound. For free, you can choose, okay, I've got this waterfall and birds sound. Oh, I see. It is not supported. I don't seem to have any sounds available at the moment. This is a file that's not supported. It's probably bigger. It is a WAV file, actually, WAV. So I should have an MP3 file, which is up to 1 minute long. But you get the idea of how we do it and how we find it in our inventory. In the next part, I'd like to tell you how we can upload files from different sources online. And for this reason, I'm going to move to the third platform on the Skybox. Oh, sorry, let me go back. These are some sources where you can find free material. There is also that they charge, but there's a lot of free stuff also. I tend to use TurboSquid a lot, and Free3D and CG Trader. Okay, let's see how we do this, and let me show you some examples. What is a 3D object? Take, for example, this flower pot. You can see what it looks like on the site on Free3D. And I actually have resized it and changed the color of the pot and the plant. Another object from turbosquid.com is this castle. It doesn't exactly look like the one in the picture, which is online, but I have textured it. So I use different colors and different material. Here you can see the steps. The first thing we want to do, first of all, is go to the site online for free 3D models. The file you can upload is called a DAE file. And It's a Collada file that is supported. So you select build, upload, and mesh model. What mesh models do I have on my desktop at the moment? Interesting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I haven't, I've lost my files at the moment, but let me show you where you can find free material. Here's a flower pot that I've already tried again. So here's the pot, and you get the option to download for free. This is the file. You save it in the downloads folder, and in the downloads folder, you can see the zip file. You can open it, you can unzip it first. Here we are. Right click and get into it and find the DAE. Here we are, planned file. I suppose I have to decompress it again. Okay. And I will go back. Let's go back to my platform where I'm going to upload it. So build, upload, mesh model. Here it is, indoor pot planned. I've got it. I open all these files and select the DAE file. And this is what pops up. The safest way of uploading it, first of all, is under the level of detail to select the source. And this is where it is located on my hard disk at the moment. Then choose the physics. Usually medium or low physics are supported. If you select high physics, high detail, the object is too dense to upload and it will be impossible to do so. So go for medium physics and then choose calculate weights and fee. Wait a little bit until the upload button is activated. Choose upload, and here is the object. You can find it in the inventory under objects or in the recent items. Here's the indoor plant. Okay, time to take it out of the inventory. Let me find some clean space where I'm going to drop it. From the inventory, just left click, and by pressing, drag and drop it on the ground. That's quite big, as you can see. And I don't think plants look like that. There's also a funny shape next to it. So I will right click, choose edit, edit linked, and I'm going to unlink this object on the left. I don't think it's useful. I'll right click it, select more and delete it. And then I'm going to texture the plant, the indoor plant, by right clicking, choosing edit, and I will change the shape of it and the size. And you probably remember now how we can change the texture too. Give it any size you want. And after that, the rest of the procedure is, as we said earlier, go under the texture tab. You can make it blank. You can find the right texture. But look, these leaves are strange. They're not very realistic. So I would go for Edit Linked, select on the leaves only, select Face, so that only the leaves are modified, and then go under Texture, make it blank, and find anything that is appropriate for the surface of a plant. Any texture. Maybe this is good. Mesh plant texture. Well, this is more or less like it. Over to the next part.
I wish I
Something-
could texture
have
my plants at home. That would be
Yes, they do need some refurbishing sometimes. Yes, this one is very peculiar for a plant, but anything happens. Okay, something easy to show you right now is how you can add media on a Prim, which we call MOAP. Mesh. Okay. Mesh is a technique that is produced on Blender, if I'm not wrong, and it contains detail, a lot of detail. It gives the object a realistic look, and a mesh object is created on a particular program. Special programs are available for that. This is for more advanced creators, builders. Okay, so here, media on a Prim, what do I actually mean by media? This is a board that contains a video from YouTube. Just by clicking on the board, you focus on it and you can watch videos from a playlist or anything that you have uploaded on your YouTube account. It's easy to make a board like this, to connect with an external link from the internet. You simply right-click, choose Edit, select Face, select the face where you want to show the video, and in the drop-down menu, choose Media. Go to the Choose tab and insert the link you would like to add. Okay, I've made a change here. Place where you show the video. Select in the drop-down menu. Let me switch off the sound at the moment. Select Auto Zoom so that every time you click on the board, the screen focuses on it, and Auto Scale Media. For security reasons, you can choose, for the younger learners especially, only to allow access to the specific URL patterns. I don't usually change anything else. At the end, remember to apply the settings and OK it. And this is it. Oh, have I not done something properly? Select Face and go under Media, Align. It should appear. Let's reset it. Yes, now it has been reset. Okay, so remember to reset then. And this is where you can see the live stream of this presentation on YouTube. over to the next task. How do we add script and animations? You can see this, I'm sorry, sometimes you have to do tricks, to play tricks with your fingers. You can see this couple sitting at the bench, and I have set them to move like this. Look at them. You can get your students to create stories about them. Let them guess what they're talking about, what their mood is, what their relationship is, how they are feeling. And this is also a nice little creature that I have chosen to move in this particular way. This can be achieved by inserting scripts to mesh objects. So not all objects can animate. And this dress here is mesh, the particular technique we said earlier. And you can realize this by right-clicking and choosing the Features tab. It should mention animated mesh, and it should be activated. Okay, what do these characters contain? In the Edit Content tab, you can see that I have inserted certain animations, AO, like a male, 3, 4, 5, how many are they? 4 male animations with a specific script, which gives the order for the animations to play in a circle. This particular script is appropriate for a lot of animations to play one after the other. And again, in the Features tab, you see the animated mesh box is activated. And let's look at this little man. What animations does he contain in the contents? There's a new script again with the particular orders for it to move. You can imagine how we do this. Well, if I want to animate the dress, it's funny to have an animated dress, I know. Thanks, Heike. Yes, please, do give me some time. Okay, I'll find some animations here. Let's say I would like this dress to move, to dance, and to maybe jump. So, okay, twist that backside dance is one animation I'm going to drop in the contents of the dress. This is funny, what you can do with a dress these days. And maybe I can give it a jump flip female animation and a pre-jump animation. You can drop in there as many animations as you want. Also, we said that the objects contain a script, so I must not forget to insert the animation script. That exists, that can be found in my inventory, and I simply drag and drop it in the Contents tab of the dress. Then I make sure the animated mesh box is ticked. I call it a dancing dress. I give it a name, or moving dress, whatever you want to call it. And you see how easy it is. The dress moves up and down just like that, like magic.
I just wonder what it looks like when you put it on. What it does to you.
I wonder if I should try it. I don't dare try it. Here you can see some other scripts that I have put in the boxes, like fire script. It's so easy to make fire in this world. Just select your shape, the basics again, drop it on the ground, and in the contents, find the fire script from the inventory. Here, FireScript, drag and drop it in the contents page, and you have a burning box. If you don't want the box to be visible, and if you just want it to be more realistic, in the Textures tab, give it some transparency so that it disappears completely. Name it Firebox, for example, and magic. You can also make water, and you can make a board that rotates like this one in the same manner by inserting the right script. You see, you can do magic in this world. The next useful script that you can use.
I'm afraid I have to slowly.
Can I have 3 minutes, please? Just 3 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you. This is quite useful because you can create this kind of magic boards for your students to motivate them to speak or to do some revision around topics that you teach them in class. In this case here, we wanted to brainstorm and do some recycling on social issues. Like crime and violence. So again, this board contains different parts. On the back, you can see some ideas that I created on a PowerPoint to stimulate discussion on social issues facing humanity. And apart from the textures that I uploaded, if you click Edit Linked and select the lower left part of this board, in the contents, you can see I have inserted some images, which is the actual images that we need to stimulate, to brainstorm, to create discussion. And there's also, you can insert as many images, textures as you wish, but don't forget to insert the slideshow script, which again can be found for free in the mall or on the marketplace, the Kitely marketplace. Again, you go to build, choose build, and stretch your object, give it the size you want and the shape. Better make something square. Go to texture, make it blank, and in the contents page, you can drop all the images that you would like to use in order to stimulate discussion or to get your students to brainstorm. There's a lot of textures you can use from. Let's just choose some random ones. You just need to make friends with Helena Galani, and I will add you to our group ELT Learner Factor. Would you like to ask any questions? Would you like my help with anything else? It's exciting what you can do in Kitely. Here you can find some more ideas. And I would like to thank you for attending this presentation. And feel free to get in touch if you need any help, any clarifications. Yes, you can get plenty of these scripts for free. You can upload your own material. And trust me, it doesn't take so much time. Once you get familiar with the environment, which doesn't take long because it's very pleasant, it's easy to get creating things.
Yeah, and really, whilst it looks a little bit involved, technically speaking, but in January, February this year, Helena, myself, and another team of 8 people being moderators, we did a 5-week Evo session on how to build in virtual worlds and virtual reality. And we looked at one of the virtual worlds, which was OpenSim, is what Helena just showed. But we also looked at how to build in VR worlds such as Frame VR and Mozilla Hubs and AllSpace VR, Engage, and importing mesh objects, namely 3D objects, into a virtual worlds these days is relatively easy. And we did that in a session. So it's over a period of 5 weeks that we are, with 150 educators that we had the EVO session, we built in all of these different areas, and we helped others to raise prims, to manipulate the object, to add script to it, to add texture to it. It's not really rocket science. Yeah,
no, not at all.
Absolutely not. And Helena has published a beautiful video course on EdTech tools called How to Get Started in OpenSim. And within a matter of 1 hour, you can learn how to get the basics done. And this is the second hour of learning here in this that we wanted to record for the purpose of creating another video course on the second version of OpenSim. And it's beautiful. It really is not that difficult. And Yasmin asked, is there any difference in terms of using PC or Mac? Do you want to answer that, Helena?
I basically use PC myself, but yes, there are some differences, and there's a lot of information available. Let me.
Well, actually,
I'm just wondering if one is easier.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the software that you need to use in order to be able to do all of this manipulation there in OpenSim is called Firestorm Viewer.
Mm-hmm.
And the Firestorm Viewer itself is not different from Mac to PC. Slightly. I mean, like minimal. Yeah. Yes, there are 2 versions that you can install logically, but they don't look different. And the functionality within the software is not different. And interestingly, the menu items, also the way of going about with the objects, properties, etc., is identical to Second Life because it's the same software.
Yasmin, if you have a Mac, this is where you can find the viewer for the Mac, the latest Mac version, okay, on Firestorm.
Scripting
Thank
is
you.
the same, texturing
You're
is
welcome.
the same, so the manipulating of the objects is the same.
Everything else is the same, yes, no change.
Thank you ever so much, Helena.
You're most welcome.
Impressive, your in-depth knowledge of how to build, how to texture, how to script, how to set your dress on fire.
That's right.
Think of the Hunger Games, yeah. And she flies with this moving dress all over the place, you know.
You feel like a little god, creating water, creating fire, creating anything.
Thank you ever so much.
Thanks a lot. Great pleasure to be with you and show you these things.
Recording
and
stopped.
next year, what we will do is with the recordings of the virtual roundtable, as I said, we build these video courses and EdTech tools, and then Helena will do a proper workshop. She will actually guide everyone into the virtual world, yeah, and she'll guide everyone to sit down and to change the dress and with the basics. So this was unfortunately presentation style, which normally we wouldn't have done. We would like to do workshops to help people from the installation of the software into the world, help them to navigate. And this is our endeavor in actually learning about it. In this case, the OpenSim 2 course does not exist as of yet. And so we decided to give Helena a straight presentation time so that we can use the recordings later on to build a workshop type of scenario. So bear with us. So Vinay is the next one. Vinay, thank you for your patience. As usual, we're running late. Now Vinay has done Vinay has done last.
Check my audio. Is it clear? And same problem again.
What do you mean the
Hello.
same problem again?
Hello.
Hello, Vinay. We are hearing you fine. Thing is, Vinay did an amazingly beautiful session on Canvas Learning Management System. Yeah, how to build. Yeah, yeah, we hear you.
Hello.
Hi, Vinay. Yes, I think we should go off webcam for the moment, everyone. And Helena, can you also switch? And Yasmin, would you mind switching off the webcam because he's coming in from India? They don't have bandwidth.
Is it okay now?
We hear you fine, Vinay. Do you hear us?
Yeah, it's okay now.
It's better, yeah. We leave the webcams off, yeah.
Okay.
But can you switch yours on? I don't know. Cool. How are you doing?
Fine, everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am attending all other meetings. There is no issue at all. Whenever I am attending this virtual roundtable, and there is always an issue.
There is always an issue, so don't worry. Now, Vinay, again, your sound. I mean, the one thing I was hoping for is that we have better sound this time. Yeah. Because we were distressed that your videos didn't turn out because of the sound issues. Can you do me one favor, please, before we get started?
Okay.
Can you just test which microphone you are using? Are you using these earphones?
Earphones.
Okay, can you hold them closer to your mouth?
Hello. Is this okay?
Can you move them away from your mouth as a test? It's just a test to find out.
Is it okay?
Okay, let me show you the little test I need you to do. Yeah. Okay, you have a microphone.
Shall I join from mobile for audio and the screen sharing with the Chromebook? Last time we did it the same. 2 devices, one for audio and one for screen sharing. I will use mobile to my audio, but while sharing the screen, I use this screen, 2 devices.
Well, we could do that, but the thing is, what do you have the Chromebook in your hand at the moment?
Yeah, it's a Chromebook.
Okay. Can you hold it closer to your mouth? I just want to hear which audio are you using? Where is your microphone?
Hello?
Yeah, Vinay,
so again, internet.
Where is your microphone that you are using?
It's there in it. My system microphone.
And the microphone on your lead is not the microphone we are hearing. You are using a built-in microphone of the laptop. This thing that you have in your hand is not working. Believe me.
Just a minute.
You don't even hear me, right? You don't even, these earphones are not working. You don't even hear me in the earphones.
Hello, is it okay?
Them, please.
But I cannot hear you properly now.
Can you unplug these headphones? Take them out of the laptop. Take them out of the laptop.
Just I disconnected even this one and start using only a.
So you've taken them out of the laptop? Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
So you don't have to go look forward. You just look natural. You sit back.
Hear you properly.
Okay, I switch off again my webcam. Maybe the sound is better then.
Hello?
He's hearing me. Why is he not hearing me? Vinay, you're not hearing me. Can you repeat the number that I'm just saying? Can you repeat the number 55?
65.
Can you repeat the number 73?
73.
Excellent. So please, one thing, if you could, go into the Zoom settings and take out the automatic gain control. Take out the mic boost, because your microphone is boosting and it's so loud that it distorts.
So when using an audio, which is same as a system internal mic, switch to phone audio, which one I have to select?
So you go to audio settings in Zoom.
Audio settings.
Excellent.
So automatically join the audio by computer.
Okay.
Always
And
mute
now
microphone.
now you go to the microphone under audio.
So there is only internal mic and the same as a system. These are the two options available.
Excellent. You keep the internal mic, no problem. But what you do is you uncheck the automatically adjust microphone volume.
Microphone value.
It's underneath the microphone. It says automatically adjust microphone volume. There's a check mark in there. Have you unchecked it?
Just a minute, I'm checking it.
You're unchecking it. Wonderful. And as you are speaking and it's flickering, where is the flicker? Is it on maximum or is it in the middle? When the mic is flickering, when you're speaking, you have to speak. You have to speak now. So the microphone is flickering underneath the microphone input. And when it's flickering, put the blue button to the middle so that it doesn't go to the full right. You have to speak, Vinay.
Okay, am I audible now?
No, you're too loud. You are too loud. Can you move the slider down of the volume? But you have to uncheck the automatically adjust microphone volume, or else you cannot move the microphone down.
So output is the speaker and input is a microphone internal, and it is in the 100% mode. I have to put it in the middle, the line, blue line.
Yes, put it in the middle and even lower than the middle.
Okay. Is it okay now?
It's better, much better. A little bit higher.
Am I audible now?
Oh, yes, finally. You've done it, Vinay. You've done it. Your microphone was simply over-modulating. It was distorting. It's not clear when it's too loud. Yeah. And now it's beautifully clear.
Shall I start now?
Yes, please. I'm happy we sorted the microphone. So now could you start?
Most of the
Yes, you sound
we have started
wonderful.
using only mobile phone for all other meeting and other.
You sound wonderful, Vinay. You sound really, really good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can you start to talk us through Canvas?
Recording
Can
in
you see my
progress.
screen?
It's coming in, it's loading, it's still black, but it's coming. Yeah, here it is. You were seeing creating free online courses using Canvas.
That's great. Okay. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are. This is Vinay Raju, and today's my presentation is about creating a free online course using Canvas. So Canvas is a learning management system where you can create your own courses for your students free of cost. So there are a lot of facilities like. So this objective of my presentation today is make the participants familiarize the learning management system Canvas, create course modules, adding discussions, pages, and assignments. So understand the grading systems, uploading files, and adding students and inviting the students to join the course. So the main features of the Canvas is that there are modules, assignments, discussions, pages, and the quizzes and the people. So modules are like an event. Suppose you are going to organize at a 5 weeks course, and there are 5 modules in that. So assignments, as we know that we can test their ability to understand the things, and the discussion forums are making the students to interact with each other and they learn from, and they are internalizing whatever they have read and they have watched it in the form of input. And pages are also for organizing the things and providing the content, syllabus, and everything like that. So the quizzes are helpful for them to test how far they are able to comprehend the given modules and the pages and the materials that we have supplied. The people tabs will help you to check all the participants list and even your instructors. So the today's discussion is about first 10 minutes is adding modules, and the next 10 minutes is creating pages, and followed by then adding assignments and inviting students, and the last 15 minutes is for to sum up and the question answer session. So let us now it's a time to go to Canvas and let us open it and how it works. As usual, go to search, and it's a Canvas instructor. This is the web page that we need to visit. Then you need to, suppose if you don't have an account, you have to create. If you have already account, so you need to click on this, need a Canvas account. Otherwise, you have already created an account, use your email and the password and click on the login button. Then you will get this page. So this we call it as a dashboard. And this is the so if you click on this first part, so it's your account. You will get your profile picture, your name. If you want to log out of this, you have to use this. So e-portfolios and all other things, you can find it. So the second tab is about the dashboard. So dashboard consisting of all the courses that you are part of, whether you have joined it or whether you created it, all the courses you can see it here in the dashboard. Then let us go to the courses. So these are all the courses that I have joined or sometimes I have taken. This you can see that. Then the calendar will help you to check your events and all other things. So this is a calendar tab for you. If there are any important events, and you can check it by clicking and selecting the events. And this is an inbox for the communication between you and your students. Sometimes you can send a messages to all the courses, or you can select a favorite courses. You can choose from the 1 or 2 courses, so that you can send a messages quickly to all your students with 1 click. So the history. So this shows you how what are the your work on the canvas. And this is an interesting section, that is the comments. So this will help you to take the courses or download the courses. Some educated who already prepared, and he want to provide you to the everyone without much cost, and it's a license free materials. If you want, you can download and you can reuse it, and you can use those resources in your classroom like that. So these are the commons available. So if you want, you can import directly. So you can may not create any course at all. So these materials are very easy for us to use. These are the filters for you, and you can check for the shared options, imported, updates, and the favorites. So this is just a general overview of the course. Now let us go to the our real course and how to click course. So here is the tab, start course. Click on this. Canvas LMS. So our course name is this today's. So then click on create. So this is unpublished. If you click on this, it will be published. It will be open to everybody else. So this is about the course details. You can select the image of your course and upload it from your computer if you have any image related to that. I don't know which image it's, but I'm uploading it. So this is the icon of your course. This is like this. Then the course code is the canvas, blueprint, course templates. This is the time zone, default, participation, it is term or a course, it is a course like that. So the starting date you can select. So today is the last date for it. End date is the like this. So next, code participant is set to expire at midnight. Restrict the students to view the course before the course date. These are options you can select or you can deselect. So based off on your interest. Then languages. So these are different options available. Visibility. If you need to make a course public, please select. After publishing that, it will be. So you can also select your license, whether it is copyright. If you select this one, it will be freely available. Everybody can reuse it if you don't want to it. So don't public domain. Everybody cannot be used your material. Okay, you can write the description if you want. If you want, you can set the format also online, on campus, blended. So I'm keeping this as an online. So you can write a description. So then click on. So there are more options also. If you want, you can select. Let the student self-enroll by using a URL. This would be better for me. Otherwise, you don't want, you can remove it. Let the students attach the files. Students create a discussion topics. This we don't want. Let students edit and delete their own discussion replies. It's allow them. Let the students organize their own groups. Hide the totals. So these are the options you. So based on that, you can check it, and if you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can leave it. So then click on this update. So this is about our course details. Then move on to the sections. So if you want, you can add a section here. Then navigation. So you can move. If you want, you can put the discussion there. You can put it down like that. You can reorganize the things here. Okay. So these are apps. So you can install some external apps also, but I haven't tried it. I don't know how to do that. Let us see this integration. So these are the different things available now. Now I'm going to create the modules now. Okay. First thing is that I am going to create a modules. Publish. I will do this also. So here it is a plus symbol. This will tell you how to add a module. So I'm creating a module for week 1 now. So if you click this, it will be locked until you are, but I'm not going to use that. Then add. Then one more module again. This is for week 2. Then one more, week 3. Then week 4. So generally this course is about a 4 weeks course. Okay. So for week 1, I want to add a 1 page. So these are the different things. You can add assignment, you can add a quiz, you can add a file, you can add a page, you can add a discussion or external tool or URL, whatever it may be. So I'm going to create a page here. So what is name? Page name. It's a welcome page. So if you intend, it will move. Otherwise, don't intend. It is like this only. Okay. Add item. So already there is a welcome page. I don't know how it came. I want to remove it. So this is the welcome page I have created. Then you can edit this page. Okay, it is updated. So there you can write the instructor's profile. You can add your profile here, like something else. You can add your image, everything. Then you can save it and publish. Save and publish. So this is welcome page where you can write your introduction, your course introduction, and how many weeks it is. Even you can write the curriculum. So what you are going to teach in the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and how you are going to grade them. So everything you can include if you want to in the page, welcome page. Then so this is your modules look like this. Suppose the same week 1, if you want to add and a discussion also. So I want to add a discussion here. introduce yourselves. So this discussion forum will make the participants or your students to introduce themselves to the course. Okay, so you can edit again. Not this way. So you can write an instructions. Hello everyone. Please introduce yourself. So this is an instruction for the discussion forum. Then these are the options for the discussions. Allow the threads replies. User must post before saying replies. Enable the podcast feed. Graded. Allowing links. So I will allow the links. Only graded can like. So enabling the podcast feed means they can record their voice and they can post. So this is also, you can select the dates again. It is from 30th and end date is again the 30th, or the first week means you can take for about 6 weeks. So like this, you can select the dates also. If completed, then click on the save and publish. So then the discussion is introduced there. Okay, the students who came here, they can click on this reply button and they can start introducing themselves. This is how this discussion forum will works. Then let us on to our canvas again. So what else we can introduce here in this week too?
And Vinay, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Because the module itself is not published, but the 2 pages are. Will it be visible?
Which one? Welcome.
The module week 1 is not published.
Yeah, it is not published. We need to publish.
Is that because, oh, okay. I thought you can still see the pages.
Even we can make this one as a home page also, welcome one, by clicking this welcome one. So this will appear as a main page of our course. If you select this and use this. Okay, is that okay? Anything else you want to ask? Shall I proceed? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Then week 2. So what you want to introduce in the week 2? Maybe a file or a page. So suppose you want to give them a external link also. You want to show a video. So after watching that video, they will learn. If you want to take an embedded core, or you can take a URL, whatever you want, you can do that. Okay, now it's an external URL. I'm going to paste here. Load in a new tab means it will open up in a new tab, but I don't want to do that. So here is a link. So after watching this, so you need to publish again. So don't forget to publish everyone, everything. So otherwise it is not visible to your students. And sometimes you can check also like this by clicking on this student view. If you click on the student view, it will be visible to you, whether you are published or not, everything will be clear to you. Okay. So leave the student view again. So then what else we can add after this? Again, there is a discussion or there is an assignment or a quiz you can add. You can add a quiz also. It's a quiz 1. Okay. Then add a quiz. Okay. This is also I'm going to publish again. So then let us go to quiz and how to create the quiz here in it. So 0 points here. We need to edit this again. So you can decide whether it is graded or the practice. You can write here the quiz description. Okay, you can give some information about how to attempt, whether they can do it only one time or there is a possibility to attempt it multiple times. Everything you can write it here so that they will understand that. Even you can insert the images, links and everything, you can do that. Then you can decide here whether it is graded, practice or ungraded, whatever it may be. So I'm using it as a practice only. If you want to click this, the questions will be shuffled. Okay, otherwise it is. If you want to keep a time limit, that means the quiz can be completed within 2 minutes, 5 minutes, like that. You can put a time limit for them also. So then allow multiple attempts. So it is as it is a practice. So I'm allowing it to do it multiple times. So after practicing, whether you will take an average or the latest or the highest, I will always prefer to go there with the quiz. And allow attempts. You can limit them also for 2 attempts, 3 attempts, 4 attempts, like that, but I am not using this. If you want, you can change it and you can use this. Let the students see their quiz responses. Incorrect questions will be marked in the students' feedback. So I don't want this. Show the question one time, log the question answers are not required. So if you want to make it accessible only with the code, you can select this. Otherwise, you don't want to that. This is also selects an IP address, never allow others to do it. Then again, select the dates again. So it will be begin from again 30th to then next month 30th. So you can set the time and date, then you can save again. Log date must be okay. I've selected the different date. So this is how you can create the settings of the thing. Then you can go on adding questions. So click on this question tab. So by selecting new question, you can add a questions to them. So here are the question types. So true or false, fill in the blanks, fill in multiple blanks, multiple answers, multiple drop down, matching, numerical answers, formula questions, essay questions, file uploads, text, no answers. Like that, you can take anything, whatever you want, you can select it. I'm going with the matching here. So if you want to add a points, you can do that. I'm adding 5 points for grading. So here is an instruction for the questions. Match the following. Then you have to give the answer and matching side. So I am giving only the A for A. A simple way to creating the matching exercise. They will add. Am I audible clearly, ma'am? So if you want to add some more questions, you can click on this and you can do that. You can give here the right answers, additional multiple possible disorders, extra one. So I am giving this extra. Then clicking on the update questions. So then it will be like this. So question details, if you click that, it will be visible like this. If you want, you can go on adding some more questions and change your question types also. So it will be going to work like this. So click on preview to check how it look like. This is the preview of the published version of the quiz. Okay, so they can select like this. Oh, I have given a wrong option. Instead of small a, I have given the capital A. Okay, but we can change it also by editing that. Okay, then you can submit, but here you cannot do that because it is a preview mode. Okay, now you can edit again. You go to your questions again. To edit again. This is an edit. So this is one wrong. I'm replacing it again small one. Okay, so this is how we can revisit the question and we can save again. Now look at the preview. So why it is showing that drafted version we have already published. Let us check with the students view. So if the students can take the quiz like this. So what's wrong? Maybe I have given option to shuffle the answers. Again, it came like this only, A, capital A. I haven't updated, maybe I will check again. So the submit quiz. So the correct, they can take again second attempt like that. This is how the question works. This is common in every learning management system, not only here. Come back to the student view. Come out student. This is our course. Just now we have created, no? Is it not my course?
Obviously, there's another course. I think I can't remember what it was called.
No. We have used some name. When you also this one.
Oh, this one. Yes, the picture rings a bell.
So this is how the technology is something that you need to learn by practicing only. And what else we can add? We can add the discussion over, assignments is over, pages is over, syllabus is over, files we can add file. We also added file. So this is also another option we have in a big blue button. You can create online conferences by using this, and this is an open educational resource. Anybody can use it freely without paying, like Zoom and Microsoft Teams. So you can create a Canva conference. It's 60 minutes, enabling recording for this conference, and you can add description. Then you can update. In fact, all the course members, if the students are already joined in your course, they will get an automatic invitation to attend this conference. If you click this, it will be updated. So if you want, you can start clicking on this. It will be opening up in a new window.
Are you actually happy with Big Blue Button?
Hello?
Are you happy with Big Blue Button?
No, there are troubles in that. But during the pandemic, I tried to use it, but I am not successful in that.
Because I don't like it very much at all.
Yeah. But when compared with the others, it is an open educational resource. You know, we can use it freely. There was an issue with your mail because already my mic is used, no? That's why it is not accepting. Okay, this is how we can, if you want, you can incorporate conferences also in the canvas. This is one option we have. Then creating rubrics is also one more thing.
Can I sort of come to close here? Vinay, we still need one thing. Well, two things actually, yeah?
What is that?
Can you give us 2 or 3 minutes of why do you use Canvas?
Why? Could you please repeat again?
Yeah, why use Canvas?
So
Why? I mean, there's Moodle, there's other learning management system. We want to hear a statement from you why people should use Canvas and whether this Canvas is free.
yeah, even Moodle is also free, but when compared with Moodle
and could you, sorry to stop you. We need that for the recording, yeah, for the course.
Yeah.
So if you could think about reasons why people should choose Canvas and not Moodle and not, I don't know, Edmondo or others, yeah? And the other thing is, could you then switch on your webcam again to explain us why educators should use Canvas?
My webcam is off.
It's off, yeah, at the moment.
I don't find even video on this.
If you stop screen sharing and start it one more time.
Oh, wait. Okay, is it okay now?
Now we see it, yes.
That's fine. So when we compare with these two learning management systems, Moodle and the Canvas, so Moodle is not easy to understand. It is somewhat complex for the new beginners. But when Canvas is very easy to navigate. So easy to find the sources and easy to identify. And the Moodle we need to install somewhere else. It is available already online and the web. It's like in a website. Moodle you can download and all the things, and you have to install offline in your system. Otherwise, you can take
No,
the help of
Vinay, don't talk about Moodle. Talk about why Canvas. I just wanted to give you an idea to think about why Canvas.
So the things are very easy in the Canvas. You can move easily and you can create easily, and it is always available online. You don't want some other website and the web hosting services for this. Like a web page. Suppose you created a one page in some blog and other things like that. Like that in Canvas, you can create your own course within 1 hour, 1.5 hours. You don't need any technical skills like installations, uninstalling, adding plugins, and all this knowledge is not required for the using Moodle, and very user friendly. Even students are also don't find it difficult. They can easily understand, and there is a lot of help option is available. Always it pop-ups. You want help like that. So if you click that, there is an information available so that you can read it and you can solve your own problems. And it is easily accessible to everyone.
If somebody does not know what Canvas is, what is Canvas?
It's a learning management system where you can create your own online course for your students. And also where the students will find the courses to learn on their own. It's a both way possible. You can learn and you can teach.
Excellent. And is it free?
Yeah, free.
Can you say it in a whole sentence? We need this statement from you, why people should use Canvas.
Canvas is the free for everyone, even for the students and the teachers. But some institutions, they create their own courses on the Canvas and they may ask the students to pay the fees. That's a different issue. But as a teacher educator or the teacher or a student, you can learn a lot of things freely from the Canvas.
And is it difficult to build a course on Canvas?
No, I don't think so. It is easy. But we need a little practice. We need to
Can you say this in a whole sentence without me questioning it? Because we need the statement that an educator can build courses in a learning management system very easily, like this, yeah?
Every educator can easily build the courses of their own on Canvas without much difficulty. But only thing is that they need to practice a lot. So not to give up, because it is easy, but at the same time, the teacher educator must have an interest to do something new for his students, so that it is very easy, so that within 1.5 hours, he can build his entire course that can be used forever. Once you created, you reuse it every time. Even you can share with your friends and colleagues, and they can also reuse it. This is an advantage.
And what kind of courses can you build?
there is no limit for the canvas to create the courses. You can create the courses for all kind of disciplines, because the instructional design is very clear, so that you can put content that's an input, whether it is the form of videos, files, a text, whatever it may be, and then is a followed by a discussion forums to make a meaning out of that content. The students can respond each other and they can talk to each other online forums. Even the instructors go on helping them how to do this and what to do this and what not to do this, and then followed by an output sessions, so that their understanding, their comprehension can be tested by using the quiz. So the quiz also consisting of variety of question forms, so you can test them by creating the interest among the students.
Excellent. And do the students like Canvas?
Could you repeat again?
Do the students like Canvas?
Yes. So because it is easy for them, just like in visiting a website, there is nothing new in that. So just everything is properly organized and everything is easy to navigate, move from here to there. And always there is a pop-up next and previous buttons at the bottom. That is very easy for the students. After doing that, then they will click on the next, they will move on to the next module, next pause, or the next activity, like that. So very comfortable for the students.
And is it popular?
I don't think so. In India, most of the people, even then, they are not aware of all these things. Only because of pandemic, we started using Zoom. Even universities haven't started using an online learning management system. Only recently, IITs started using Moodle, and after that, they stopped even that also. So the most of the time, Indian classrooms and the Indian teachers have the preferability work with face-to-face sessions.
Right. And why did you discover Canvas?
I don't know, but I am interested to learn the technology and I want to innovate in the classroom. Since 2012 or 13, I started, even I attended second live sessions also in the 2014 and 16, but nobody is there to support me here and I stopped using that. Then I moved to Moodle and then came to Canvas last year, like that. So just my journey continues. I'm experimenting and started learning new technologies and exploring everything. But I don't have any place to work, try out all these things. I'm learning and leaving.
And can you tell us, are you an English teacher and where do you teach?
I'm an English teacher and I'm working in the Telangana State Government Secondary School. I teach from class 6 to 10. It's a public school and placed in the rural India.
Right. So you're very unusual that you choose Canvas because it's not popular and you taught yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I taught myself.
Thank you so much, Vinay. And thank you for doing the session. I think the recordings are beautiful and your voice is beautiful now. Very good, very clear.
That's good now.
We hope to generate good content. Yeah. And when we say the recording, we need to know why, how, and you explained the how very well. And the why you explained very well. You told people about yourself. That was important. We need to know who is teaching us. Yeah. And could you perhaps say one or two sentences for the what is the outcome for your students? What do they learn better? What is the outcome for your students?
So when education is concerned, the outcome is always making them a responsible citizen and the global citizen, and they need to think critically. They need to address their day-to-day lives. This is the outcome. So generally we never focus on the marks and the grades and the systems. So if they become a responsible individual and a global citizen, they can address all other things easily. So that is
and how can Canvas help them there?
Canvas makes the students an autonomous learner. That is the first key concept, not the teacher dependent. So all the online tools, technology, everything make the students to be an independent. So the teacher's role is only to create and put everything there, and he will sit aside and facilitate what is going on there. So that is the best part of the technology. In the classroom, that is not going to happen. That the teacher will always takes the lead. But technology never allows the teachers to take the lead, and it allows the students to experiment and learn on their own. That is the best part of the Canvas. And the portfolios, learning evidences can be recorded in the Canvas. How much time they spend and what kind of assignment he visited and how much time did he spend to complete that, everything is the learning evidence. So this we don't find it in a face-to-face classroom. That is the best part of the Canvas again. You can show them with evidence. This is the time the student have spent and this is the outcome of that particular student. Everything you can show them with evidence. This is, we call it as a real assessment, evidence-based assessment.
That was brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well done. Thank you so much. I stopped the recording here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Oh, Vinay, I am very happy. Because we have a beautiful course from last year, but the audio was bad, so we could not publish it. We could not put it on EdTech Tools. But this time we take the recording, we take this recording, we put it together, and then I will send you the link to our Canvas. Shall I show you my Canvas?
Yeah.
See here. This is our Canvas of the, well, it's a virtual table. Here, this we call Cafe, Community Activities for EdTech Toolers. Cafe, Community Activities for EdTech Toolers. So this is kind of, this will be an image where people can click. They go to the list of courses, or they click here to go to the meeting, or this should be interactive image eventually. Yeah, and this is for course creators. And then we have the different courses. Yeah. And show you the one. So no, it's not here yet. Okay. So when we have the videos look like this. See, this is the built-in video. And when the students click on here, and I'm saying
Hello,
students.
everyone. My name is Senapasani.
And I'm saying students, they're not students, they are fellow teachers.
Okay.
They're colleagues, you know, teachers are the ones who will listen to these courses, yeah? Canva is a design tool. It's a different system. It's a design tool. Or here we have Triptychal. And then people can watch.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sharon Parkle, and I'm
Like this, yeah? And we have for the teachers who build courses, we have templates. We created a template where the video will be embedded. And because many teachers say, I don't know Canvas. So I say, oh, we've got a course now by Vinay. Thank you so much.
I think I have just joined this, enrolled.
Yeah, I think you're not on the system as of yet, I believe. Let me check. Yeah.
But there is a link in the program schedule you have shared.
Exactly, Vinay. Oh, now you are here. Excellent, excellent.
That link and I have enrolled in that.
Yeah. So when eventually, let me show you when when we create your course. And I'll do this now. I'll show you. So when I go to the admin and I go to a plus course, I call it Canvas Learning Management System. Canvas LMS and sub account default term. So okay, here's the one. And we import a template. Yeah. Template. There it is. Here's the template. All content, we import it. It's queuing. It's running. Completed. And now we have everything set to the home page where the first video will come in, where the teachers add the details to the course. We have some modules set up where teachers just replace this text in brackets with the title of the module. Yeah. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 modules. We have some quiz examples for them to edit. We have some assignment examples for them to edit. So the first step into Canvas is easier for them. Yeah. A survey, frequently asked questions, all this. Yeah. Hi, AML. Welcome. Where are you from? AML, who are you? So, and now we're going to add your picture. Yeah, choose an image. And last year, Vinay, we had already we already have it from last year here. See, there it is, Vinay.
This is.
Yeah, that's your course. But this will be replaced with the one from EdTech Tools. You know, this design, the design that we have new in place. Yeah. So you will get a beautiful EdTech Tools design one. Yeah.
That's great.
We've been working hard on this site, yeah, and so. AML, did you want to join the speed networking session?
Yes.
Excellent. So let's go into breakout rooms. We're actually going to stop the live stream now because we can go together in a breakout room and we can talk to each other.
Okay.
Vinay, do you also want to join us in a breakout room?
Yes, I wanted to break you.
Excellent. So I'm going to create the breakouts.
Yes.
And I'm going to choose 3. I let people enter by themselves if they like. And I will move you, Vinay, into a breakout room, if that's okay. And I'll follow you together with AML. Yes, please, Martin. We stop YouTube.